Hi, math students. This is Mrs. Shove. Today we're going to review for our test tomorrow. So tomorrow we have a test over adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing integers. And we're also going to compare integers. So you need your notebook out. Okay. And let's call this integer review in your notebook. So integer review. All right, so things we need to remember. First of all, what is absolute value? Absolute value is how far away a number is from 0. What do you think the absolute value of -3 is? 3, good. What's the absolute value of 5? 5, right. When we add and subtract, what are the rules when adding and subtracting integers? Well, first we have to box and check. And if they're the same sign, we add. And if they're different signs, we do what? Subtract. Good. What are the rules for multiplying and dividing integers? Good. The tic-tac-toe chart. So this tic-tac-toe chart are your rules for multiplying and dividing. When we add and subtract, you're going to box and check. All right. I don't want you to watch this page or write this page down. I just want you to watch. If we're putting integers in order from least to greatest, you want to think about where they are on the number line. So if I look at these integers, the one that's furthest to the left on the number line is -9. -9 would be the least. Next would come -6 here. Next would be -2. Okay, and then 0. And then 4. So think about where they are on a number line when you put them in order from least to greatest. You can also think of temperature. Out of all those, which temperature is the coldest? Well, -9 is. What's next to coldest? -6 degrees, then -2, then 0, and 4 degrees would be the warmest. So think about temperatures, putting them in order from coldest to warmest. Okay, sometimes we're going to compare using an is less than, is greater than, or equal to sign. But I'm noticing on this comparison problem, I have the absolute value of -8. So I have to take the absolute value of -8 first to get 8, right? Then I'm just comparing a -6 to an 8. So let's see, which temperature is warmer, -6 degrees or 8 degrees? Yeah, 8 degrees. So I need to make my sign open up to the greater 1. All right, now on your paper, I want you to number 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and pause the video and try these 3 problems. When you get done, hit play. All right, now that you're done, check your first one. In order from least to greatest, -6, -1, 0, 2, 3, 9. The same order as what is on a number line. Check your number 2. See if you have -3 is greater than -10, because -3 degrees is warmer than -10 degrees. That's one way to think about it. And check your number 3. Did you take the absolute value of -5 to get 5? 5 is greater than 2. All right, now we're moving on to adding and subtracting. So when you add and subtract, make sure you box and check the higher number. If they're the same sign, you add. If they're different signs, you subtract. And if you ever have a minus negative, you make it a big plus. Good. So pause the video now. Try 4 through 9. When you get done, hit play. Okay, now that you're done, look at number 4. They were the same sign, so you add to get -15. Number 5, they're different, so you subtract to get -15. Number 6 should be a -13. 7 is -5. 8 is 7. 9 is -5. On number 9, that was the only one where you had to make it a big plus. The minus negative together makes a big plus. All right, let's review multiplying and dividing. Notice the directions say find the product or quotient. The product is the answer you get when you multiply. The quotient is the answer you get when you divide. Remember, when you do these problems, refer to your tic-tac-toe chart. Right, go ahead and pause the video. Try 10 through 15. When you get done, hit play. All right, let's see how we did. Number 10, a negative times a negative is a positive 66. Number 11, a positive times a negative is a negative 42. Number 12, a negative 99 divided by 9 is negative 11. Number 13, a negative divided by a negative would be 3. 14, you have a negative times a negative to give you a positive 45. And 15, when you take a negative and divide by a positive, you get a -7. All right, we're going to practice a couple of word problems. So take a look at 16. The price of stock is decreasing $5 per day. Okay, think about what decreasing means. On your paper, write either a +5 or a -5. How many dollars will the price change after 10 days? So this is going down $5 every day for 10 days. So think about, would I add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Okay, put your answer on your paper. Okay, let's check. Decreasing 5 would be -5 because it's going down 5. But it's going to do this every day for 10 days. So it's going to go down 5, down 5, down 5, 10 times. So you should be multiplying by a 10. A negative times a positive is a negative. That means it will decrease $50 over 10 days. So it's decreasing $50. Okay, try this one. Sarah's checking account is overdrawn by $55. Overdrawn means she owes the bank $55. She's taken out more money than she has. Think about whether that's positive 55 or negative 55. She writes a check for $24. That means she's taking $24 more out of her account. When she's writing a check, she's taking it out of her account. Think about what you would do with that 24. Add, subtract, multiply, or divide. The question is, what is her balance in her account? Pause the video now. Find your answer. When you get done, hit play. Okay, so let's check this out. So now that you're done, overdrawn by 55 means she's taking out $55 more than she has. So that's a negative 55. She writes a check for 24. That means she's taking 24 more dollars out. So you're subtracting 24 from her balance. Remember, when we add and subtract, you want to box and check. Are they the same sign or are they different? They're the same. Do I add or do I subtract? I add. 55 plus 24 is 79. Should the answer be positive or negative? The higher number I checked is negative, so it's negative 79. So that means she now owes the bank $79. It's a negative 79 balance. All right, so do you have it or are you confused? If you're confused, I would go back and I would try these problems again. I would also make sure that you have finished your practice test from yesterday. Your practice test is just like your real test tomorrow. If you have not finished that practice test, please go back and do that again. Make sure you have completed all your assignments in Big Ideas. If you have overdue assignments in Big Ideas from the Overdue tab, please do those before you take your test tomorrow so you are ready for your test. Have a good day.